Imagine an island getaway, glistening waters, warm sun, the sound of waves crashing. And lurking in the brush, a creature straight out of a nightmare, jaws wide, ready to hunt. Welcome to the realm of the Komodo Dragon, Earth's most extraordinary apex predator. This is no ordinary reptile. The Komodo dragon is a monstrous beast reaching up to 10 feet in length and tipping the scales at over 150 pounds. You might be thinking, oh, it's just a big lizard. But this big lizard has capabilities that rival some of the most feared predators on the planet. It's not just their size, it's the sheer audacity and efficiency with which they dominate their territory. Brace yourself, because this dragon's story is packed with jaw-dropping details. Let's start with their bite. It's unlike anything else. When a Komodo dragon clamps down, it's not just the force of those razor-sharp teeth you should fear. Their mouths are a bacterial buffet, harboring a deadly cocktail of over 50 different strains. A single chomp can infect prey with bacteria so potent that even if it escapes, it won't get far. And Komodo dragons know it. With terrifying patience, they'll track their injured prey for miles, using their powerful sense of smell to follow even the faintest blood trail, waiting for infection to do their dirty work. And if bacteria wasn't enough, science has recently discovered that these dragons are venomous. Yep, they've got venom glands in their mouths that inject toxins straight into their prey. This venom rapidly lowers blood pressure, induces shock, and prevents clotting. Imagine being hit with a double punch. First, a crushing bite, and then a slow-acting venom that ensures escape is virtually impossible. Komodo dragons are the kings of stealth. With skin like thick, ancient armor, they blend seamlessly into the rugged landscape of their home islands in Indonesia. To an unsuspecting deer or wild boar, they look like just another log or rock. Then, with lightning speed, they're upon their prey using all 4 limbs, tail, and powerful neck muscles to tackle animals twice their size. But let's be real, their hunting skills aren't exactly subtle. They're ambush predators, which means that they're not afraid to be messy. A Komodo dragon will devour its prey whole, from bones to hooves to fur. They consume up to 80% of their body weight in a single sitting. That's like a 150-pound human eating 120 pounds of food in one meal. And when they're done, they'll burp and drool, unashamed of the mess, because in Komodo culture, that's just how you roll. And don't think you're safe just because you're human. There have been rare but real attacks on people. Imagine walking through the woods, and suddenly, you feel the ground shake as one of these dragons comes sprinting at you. They can run at speeds of up to 13 miles per hour, and while that might not sound fast, when a giant, venomous, bacteria-ridden lizard is charging at you, trust me, it's fast enough. Komodo dragons are solitary hunters, and they're not known for sharing. In fact, they'll eat each other if the opportunity arises. Cannibalism among Komodo dragons is common, especially when food is scarce or younger dragons are nearby. And here's a twist. Baby Komodos know this. Right after hatching, they scramble up into the trees for safety. That's right. Baby Komodo dragons spend their early months as tree dwellers to avoid becoming a snack for their larger relatives. Talk about survival instinct. Speaking of baby Komodos, did you know that they don't even need a mate to reproduce? Female Komodo dragons are capable of something called parthenogenesis. When males are scarce, they can reproduce on their own, laying viable eggs without ever having mated. It's nature's way of saying, you can't stop a dragon. And it's true. Komodos have been around for thousands of years, surviving natural disasters and climate changes that wiped out other species. In a way, they're not just dragons, they're survivors of the highest order. But it's not all blood and bones in the life of a Komodo. These dragons have a surprisingly keen sense of community, when it suits them. Komodo dragons will often gather around a large kill, but it's no peaceful family dinner. Dominance hierarchies quickly form, with the largest and most aggressive dragons getting first dibs. The younger or weaker dragons learn to hang back, waiting for their turn, or else risk becoming part of the meal themselves. And as if their eating habits weren't enough to make you queasy, let's talk about their personal hygiene. It's non-existent. Komodo dragons have no qualms about rolling in dung or rotten carcasses, masking their scent so they can get even closer to unsuspecting prey. To them, the stinkier, the better. After all, in the world of the Komodo, you're either predator or prey. Now, you might wonder, how did Komodo dragons end up on such isolated islands in the first place? Scientists believe these lizards migrated to Indonesia from Australia many years ago, adapting over time to become the unique beasts they are today. And the island isolation helped them evolve without facing competition from other large predators, giving them free rein to become top dog, or rather top dragon. Today, these dragons are a symbol of raw power and primal survival. Yet they're endangered. Only around 5,000 remain in the wild, mostly on Indonesia's Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Gili Motang Islands. Habitat destruction and poaching pose threats to their existence. Efforts are in place to protect these islands and the dragons that roam them, but their future remains uncertain. Imagine a world without the Komodo dragon. A world without these primordial, awe-inspiring reptiles that defy logic and push the boundaries of what we thought reptiles were capable of. Komodo dragons are a living reminder of a wild, ancient world. A world where dragons once ruled and, if they have their way, might just keep ruling for a long time to come.